Good morning. It is April 15th and not the April 15th we were expecting when we started tax season this year. As most of you know, the tax deadline has now been pushed to July 15th. So April 15th doesn't mean much right now. But I want to come to you with some new updates, some pretty exciting updates we have on the stimulus items. The first thing, stimulus direct deposits, the $1,200 per person and $500 per child. Those have been going out this week. I had a lot of clients receive those on Monday, Tuesday, and a ton reached out this morning receiving their stimulus. So we're seeing those coming out in large batches. Should see most of the direct deposits go out this week. Here's the exciting part. The IRS portal is up and partially complete. If you go to the IRS website, it's irs.gov. They've got a button there you can click to get economic impact updates or economic impact status, and you can go there, you can check on the status of your stimulus payment. You type in your social, your address, it looks it up, tells you the status if you're eligible, so you can find out some really good information there. They almost have the portal ready where you can update address. They've got it where non-filers can go in and enter their information so they get the stimulus, and they're almost complete with the update where you can change for direct deposit, change your mailing address, and update everything in their system. So we should see that active this week. So all of you that have questions about where is my stimulus check going, how do I change to direct deposit, what can I do, the IRS website will have all of that for you this week. So really exciting there. Stimulus payments are out, are coming out as we speak, and will continue to do so. I encourage you to get online on the IRS website when it's ready and update to direct deposit. That'll help you get your stimulus way faster. So definitely some exciting news there. Definitely some things come to fruition finally from all the things we've been seeing and hearing. Second thing, probably the most questions I'm getting this week, unemployment, especially around self-employed or 1099 contractor unemployment. This is real estate agents, hairstylists, contractors, photographers, cleaners, the list goes on and on and on. Anybody that files a Schedule C, anybody that's a sole proprietor, anybody that gets a 1099, you can now, as of this week, go on the Georgia Department of Labor website and apply for the federal portion of $600 per week. It's all done through the Georgia site. All right, here's the super confusing part. You have to apply for normal unemployment via the state website and get denied. So on the application, it's going to look really funky. It's going to ask you how many hours are you looking to work? Are you trying to find new jobs? You just click 0 or no for all of these options. You have to get denied for state unemployment before you will get accepted as a self-employed individual for the federal $600 per week. So here's how it works. Go to the DOL website, apply for the PUA unemployment. You're going to get a letter saying you're denied. Then you're going to get an email on or before April 22nd with the details behind the self-employed 1099 sole proprietor $600 per week option. So if you're applying as a self-employed individual, keep in mind it's very crazy. You're going to get denied in order to get it approved. So go to the Georgia Department of Labor, fill that out. It's a little bit confusing, but they have a ton of instructions there. They have great resources to kind of walk you through and give you instructions. So check that out, and all of that will be available really soon. It's my understanding, I've read multiple things here, but it's my understanding they're going to back pay that $600 per week back to the week of April 4th. So you probably are eligible for some back pay there if you've had lost wages due to the pandemic. On the business owner side, keep in mind, if you have furloughed workers or you have reduced hours, you have to go online to the Department of Labor and fill out this partial emergency claim for the employees. You have to do it weekly. There's a spreadsheet through the employer portal you have to submit weekly. So make sure you're doing that. You have to do it in like 7 or 8 day increments. So make sure you don't get too far behind or it'll delay some of that processing. So make sure you're on top of that. If you are an employee and your employer is filing unemployment for you, you don't have to do anything. You're going to automatically get a card in the mail, a preloaded card each week with your payment. If you want to get direct deposit, you go in through the employee side, put in a PIN number, and change to your direct deposit information. You can also have taxes taken out Unemployment is taxable, so keep that in mind. So there are some updates there on the unemployment side. Everything is working pretty smooth. It's just a little bit confusing on the self-employed contractor side. All right, the SBA loan side, the PPP loan side, here's what we got. PPPs, things are running extremely smooth and fast. Starting to see PPPs getting approved. PPP applications are still going in for a lot of people. All business owners in any format can now apply for PPP if you meet the requirements. That means a corporation, a business with W-2 employees, and self-employed. The self-employed applications started going in this week and started getting accepted this week. We're going to see approvals. We've seen some approvals from clients. We're going to see funding probably the end of this week for some and next week for others. They're expecting about 6 or 7 days of funding process now moving forward on the applications that have been accepted. So you should start seeing money show up really fast from the PPP loans, which is awesome. Things are fast, smooth there, no problems. From my understanding, still money there to go get, still application can be filled out for a while. So want to get those in, but no massive rush on that end. But things are looking really good from that side. That is through your bank and your bankers. So if you're looking to do the PPP or you're looking at options there as a business with payroll or as self-employed sole proprietor, all those applications are through your bank and your banker. Second thing, new updates on the EIDL. Most of you that applied got an email yesterday. It didn't make much sense. I agree. It said, hey, the EIDL, we're changing the rules on you. So many people applied. We're trying to help everybody we can. We're doing $1,000 per employee. I have talked to people this week. I have had a couple of clients this week that got funding this week. They got it Monday and Tuesday. So money is starting to come out. But if you have less than 10 employees, you're probably not going to get the $10,000 full portion of the grant. If you got 5 employees, you're probably going to get $5,000. If you got 1 employee, you're probably going to get $1,000. On the very last few lines of your application, it asks you how many employees you had as of January of this year. Whatever number you put there is what we're seeing getting funded. They're not asking for information. They're not giving you a chance to go in and change it. It looks like they've changed the rules a little bit and it's funding per employee. But everything I'm hearing is these funds are now back moving and will be out in the next 15 days. So let's cross our fingers. You never know what's going to happen there. I think they had about 7 million more applications than they expected, and they're trying to stretch the money as far as they can. But the good news is money has come out this week. As of right now, what I'm reading is they funded 1.5% of the EIDL grants as of last night. And on the PPP, they funded 4.3% of those loans. So still a really low percentage they funded at this point, but money is coming out and getting out into the economy, which is awesome news for all of us. And it looks like it'll continue to do so. On the traditional EIDL loans, we haven't heard much there. I have read about some people getting approved for a higher amount loan. And keep in mind, this is the loan. This is the 10-year AM, 3.75% rate, 6 months deferral of payment. Don't know much there. We're probably going to see some more traction there, get some more information by the end of this week, but it looks like that process is still in place. The EIDL is still going to work for some people. It's just taking longer than expected. So that is your April 15th updates. Mostly good news there for you. If you have applied for stuff, if you already have applications in, the unemployment, the PPP, or the EIDL, you don't have to do anything. Don't resubmit. You're just kind of waiting. It's a waiting game right now, but you will see things turn pretty fast from what we're hearing and what we're seeing right now with the environment. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks.